Alright, welcome to
Eva.
Lou. Yes, I got a background.
A blurry background.
Blurry
We both got a
background
blurry background.
for now. For now, until after WrestleMania.
Yes.
Until we reunite it again. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, so we're gonna review AEW Revolution 2021,
Yes.
and as always, a long ass show,
Exactly.
4 hours.
4 hours. Yes. As long, at least it's not going to be as long as WrestleMania. At least, because the
Mm,
one we went to was 7 hours. Can you believe that? I didn't know that.
it
Because
was.
when you're there live, it feels like it goes quick, but when you actually go back and put it on like on the network, it literally says 7 hours. I was like, what? I was like, what the hell? That's
It
crazy.
was long. It was. I mean, yeah, they went by quick, but
It
yeah,
does, because when you're there live, it goes so quick. Like you're having fun, and your adrenaline is pumping. Like it feels like it goes by fast. But like when you're at home watching an event, it feels like it goes a little slow sometimes.
well, technically, even though it was a long show, but we were there for more than 7 hours, though.
Yeah, that exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
We were
damn.
there like almost like 9 or 10 hours or so.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, damn. They really need to. I don't know. Imagine they just like start going. Imagine like, from now on they just make WrestleMania 2 nights. They should just do that.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen again, but
Oh well. But yeah, let's get back on topic.
yes. So we saw Revolution. I was gonna say Revolution, and this preview was heavily tag team
Yeah,
pay-per-view.
yeah, exactly.
It was a good show. It was a
It
good
was.
show.
It was a good show. It was definitely like one of the strongest one of the strongest pay-per-views that AEW has had in a
Yeah,
while. And it was better than Elimination Chamber, that's for
of
sure.
course. And it should be better than Elimination Chamber.
Exactly. But yeah.
Between AEW and Takeovers, those like the only pay-per-views that's gonna be the better show. I mean, even though Hell's
I feel like AEW really shines on their pay-per-views. It's just like Dynamite needs a little more help.
yes,
But they really shine in pay-per-views, which is crazy. Like
even
it's
some WWE pay-per-views has been gotten better before Elimination Chamber, but
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
like AEW is right there stronger is their pay-per-views.
That's where they
Well, the last
shine.
pay-per-view they it was okay, but I think this one
Yeah,
was better, way
yeah,
better.
yeah.
So yeah, so we're gonna talk about the first match of night. So the first match is a tag team match with Dr. Britt Baker supposedly to team up with Rabu,
Reba.
Reba, Reba against Riho and Thunder Rosa.
Yes.
But since Reba was injured, she had to find a replacement.
Yes.
And her replacement is Makito, the evil songstress.
I know she's so weird, but I kind of like. She's. I don't know. It's kind of hard to think of her as a heel though, the way she acts.
She's
But I
like
know.
Jillian. She's kind of
Yeah,
like Jillian.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But she does things that are
like
very heelish though.
yeah, she's an evil songstress.
Because her background, her character's background from like her background story is that she was part of a girl group in Japan and she was kicked out because she was like the bully and she was like very mean and stuff like that. So that's her character's backstory.
Yeah, that's evil singer, evil
Yeah,
songstress.
exactly.
And this match, it was a fun match back
Yeah,
for they do their thing.
yeah.
Then Rosa Riho did their thing. Maki with her crazy actress and stuff, and Reba, as Reba, I mean not Reba, Brit, as Brit, trying to get involved with Thunder Rosa, being cowardice and stuff like that.
Yeah. It was a pretty good match. It was definitely fun and stuff like that. I think each girl shined in their own ways, like playing good to their characters. And so yeah, it was pretty good match. Pretty good
Yeah,
open. Yeah.
yeah. So in the end, Prefigure and Maki won with course with the interference by Reba.
Of course.
So many interference in this pay-per-view, so but yeah.
Uh-huh. I like that. But yeah, so pretty good. At least they gave them time. It was like almost 15 minutes, so that was
Yeah, it was almost 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're gonna talk about the next match that happened.
So the next match, which was actually the first match of the actual show, was the tag team title match for the AEW World Tag Team title match between the Young Bucks defending against the Inner Circle, Chris Jericho, and MJF. And this was another crazy match, opening match. A lot of near falls, a lot of like shocking kickouts of finishers, which is, you know, what AEW is known for. And but yeah, it was definitely a good opening match. I thought this match would continue. Like I didn't think it was gonna be the opening. I thought it was gonna be like more towards the middle or something. But it was a good opener, a good fast paced back and forth opener.
Yeah, we know the Young Bucks. We know what they're gonna do. They're gonna do stuff.
I feel like they should just open every pay-per-view with the Young Bucks just to get the crowd going.
Pretty much.
Because we know what they do. They're so chaotic.
Exactly. Like, I mean, they're so good. So they're so good what they do. I mean, we see them live, so it's like we know the things they do. But yeah, it was a good back and forth, near fall. Chris Jericho, MJF almost won.
Yeah.
Like nearly almost won, but in the end, you know, they did the deadly fiber thing, and the Young Bucks retain it.
Yes. So Chris Jericho and MJF. Well, you know, we're recording this on a Wednesday, so we just saw AEW, but could this be the end of Chris Jericho and MJF? You'll have to watch Dynamite.
Yes, watch Dynamite and see what happens with MJF and the Inner Circle.
Yeah, great.
But yeah, so we're gonna talk about the next match that happened. So the next match is a Casino Tag Team Royal, aka
the Tag Team Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Oh man.
I can't name all the teams because there's so many teams. But yeah, everybody did their thing, you know. So
yeah, so the rules was so the winners of the winning team of this match gets a future tag team title match.
Oh yeah, they get a tag team title. It's like one of both. So.
Yeah, exactly. And so the rules is that if one person of your team gets eliminated, that doesn't mean the entire team gets eliminated. So you can still have one person still in the match. Yeah. And then so that's basically what it was. So it was down to Jungle Boy all by himself, and Ray Phoenix, and I was about to say Neville. Ray Phoenix represented the Death Triangle, and
the Death Triangle, yeah.
So Pac, and so it was down to them three. So basically, it was a 2-on-1 in the end, but Jungle Boy was able to eliminate Pac, and it was down to Ray Phoenix and Jungle Boy, and it was a good ending, a good fast-paced ending, high-flying ending. But in the end, Ray Phoenix won, so that means Ray Phoenix and Pac get a future tag team title match. So.
Yes, so we don't know when they're gonna face the Young Bucks. Could be doing Dynamite or the next event, which is Double or Nothing. So that's gonna take place in May 19, May 9th. I don't know when. I know it's in May. So. So we're gonna talk about the next match that happened.
So the next match was for the AEW Women's Championship. Hikaru Shida defending against Ryo Mizunami, and this was a good match. It was really good. They had great chemistry. This was only my, we're still getting to know Ryo and her fighting style and her character. So it was nice to see them go at it, because Hikaru's like she's like the more serious one. Like, she's about business and fighting. But Ryo's more like fun and upbeat when she wrestles. Like, that's a character. But yeah,
that's the thing with the compared to like Japanese women wrestlers, then they like in WWE, like with Io, Kyrie and Asuka, they show their character.
Yeah,
I think that's why we love them, because they were showing their character. Exactly. And that's why with the Japanese women, they have characters. Yeah. That's something that we kind of really seen a lot in women's wrestling that much,
Yeah.
For
just more. Yeah, just more like diverse characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they have gimmicks, like they show their
Yeah,
gimmicks.
exactly. Like I like how they're not afraid to be not like foolish, but just have fun. Like just be something different. You know what I mean? Like the way, like we said with Makito, like she's different. Like yeah, we had a singing gimmick with Jillian, but I think Maki takes it to another level, and so that's a nice change.
Yeah.
But the match itself was good. It's a nice back and forth, definitely hard hitting, very physical. And
Mia was almost.
Oh my
Almost.
I literally thought because when she got, I forgot what move she did, but she literally was pinning her, and it was like that close. I was like, oh my god! Like I literally thought Hikaru was gonna lose. I was like, wow. So, but no. But in the end, Hikaru again defends the Women's Championship. So we'll see what happens. But after the match, Nyla Rose comes out and attacks Hikaru. And
I swear, how many times we gonna see Nyla Rose versus Sheeta? Like, I'd rather see Britt Baker versus Sheeta than more than Nyla Rose. I'm like, why? Like,
I know.
She has more chance.
Or how about just a multiple? Because we haven't had a multiple. When's the last time we had a multiple women's title match? It's always been one-on-one, right?
It's always been one-on-one. They never had a multiple.
We need a triple threat or a fatal four-way.
We had a triple threat once.
With
Nyla, Britt Baker, and I know it was with the women's title. Oh, it was Thunder Rosa.
When was that?
I think we had a fatal. I think it was either triple threat or something.
You sure it wasn't like a number one contender?
I don't know. I can't remember, but yeah, we never had a
I don't think so. Especially at a pay-per-view. I think it's just been one-on-one since Hikaru's been champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I that needs to. I think we do need a multi-women title match for sure. So we'll see. But after the match, Nyla attacks them, and then Britt Baker comes out with Reba and Makito. They come out and they attack. They help Nyla attack Rio and Hikaru Shida until Thunder Rosa comes out, makes the save, so she evens the score. So it's 3-3. And if you see today's episode of Dynamite, there was a 6-woman tag. So there you go. We're not gonna tell you what happens, but yeah.
Was it 8-woman tag?
No, it was a 6-woman.
It was Riho.
Riho wasn't in it. It was Thunder Rosa, Hikaru Shida, and Rio Mizunami against Nyla, Britt, and Makito.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riho wasn't in it. Which is weird. I don't know where she is. But yeah, so there was a 6-woman tag, so I'm like, we're not gonna tell you who won, but you can go ahead and check it out for yourself.
Yes. Check that out. But yeah, it was a good match. Japanese women match. So we're gonna talk about the next match that happened. So the next match is another tag team match between the best friends, Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor, versus Miro and Kip Sabian with Penelope Ford. And it was not a long match, but it was,
It was an entertaining match. It wasn't. This is the kind of match, because of the storyline, it's not something to be taken seriously. It's like not lighthearted, but it's not a heavy, like a very intense storyline. You know what I mean? Like if I'm saying that correctly. Yeah. But so that's why they didn't really give it a lot of time.
It was like a throwaway match.
It's like a throwaway match because it's more about the storyline rather than the matches that they have, I guess you could say. Yeah. And but it was still entertaining, for the amount of time they got. And Penelope Ford, I'm done with. She tried to get involved. She was standing on the apron, and Miro was gonna attack Chuck Taylor, and he moved, and Miro hit Penelope Ford as she fell and hit the guardrail like that. I think I'm done. But in the end, Miro showed his dominance and was able to tap out Chuck Taylor. So Miro and Kip Sabian win. And but this storyline is not over. If you watch Dynamite, you'll see that it's going to continue on, and I think it's actually going to continue on until what's his name? Trent comes back. Yeah, it's going to continue on until he comes back.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, let's see. But yeah, so yeah, it was a short match, but
Yeah.
that's what it is. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about the next match that happened.
So the next match was a match called the Big Money match between Hangman Adam Page against Matt Hardy, and this match is about who will receive. Okay, the winner of this match will receive the loser's first quarter earnings of 2021. So basically, everything that they earn from January to March.
Yeah, it's a weird concept. So, but
because Matt Hardy's all about the money and offering people a lot of money to join his I don't know if it's an agency or just his squad or whatever, but so
Matt Hardy got so about the gimmicks.
I know, right? Like the broken is gone, so now he's about the money.
Like he was extreme. He was part of the what's that group? The Ministry of Darkness.
Oh yeah.
He was part of that. He was extreme. He was in one. and then what else? And then broken, and yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, now he's all about the money. So
he tried to be the Vince McMahon.
Exactly, the Vince McMahon. But yeah, this match was actually really good. It was a nice back and forth match, and Matt Hardy. I think Matt Hardy he does a good job. Like he can definitely do both heel and face, but he's really doing a good job in this role. And just something about his attitude and the way he's playing this character is like it's different. Because when we think of Matt Hardy, we don't think of him playing like someone who's all about the money. Like it's extreme or like very cocky when he was version 1, but like for him to come out and play like someone who just cares about money and fame and stuff like that, it's different. And I think he's doing a good job. But in the match, it was pretty good. We had what's her name? I forgot the team's name already. Fuck.
Dark Order?
No, it was shit.
Oh, the play.
Private Party. There's so many tag teams in AEW that I freaking
lose track. Like it's so many tag teams. It's hard to name them all.
Yeah.
Like we don't know a few, but everybody there's like so many. It's like it's hard. Especially that's why we didn't name all in the Battle Royal, because there's so many. The Casino Royal, because there's so many.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why they can have a casino Royal Rumble, because they have so many tag teams. So it's like they want to showcase all of them at once.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Private Party tried to come out, cause a distraction, and then Dark Order came out and they pretty much evened the odds, because Dark Order's been trying to get Hangman to join them for like weeks now, and so they came out, helped him, and yeah, Hangman beats Matt Hardy, so he earns Matt Hardy's earnings.
Yep.
And after the match, he hugged Dark Order. So I'm assuming this is, he's part of Dark Order now. And Dark Order is a face now. So in case you didn't know.
Yes,
they're face.
They're face. They've been face since for the league passing. So yeah.
So yeah. So that was a pretty good match.
Yep, it was a good match, but we're gonna talk about the next match, because this match is a crazy match. So the next match is the face of the Revolution ladder match, with the Future will face the AEW TNT Championship match, championship title match, with Scorpion Sky, Cody Rhodes, Arn Anderson, Theater Zero Milo, Lance Archer, Max Caster, and the debut of Ethan Page.
Yes.
And this match, well, you guys know about Money in the Bank. This match is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty much that. So they actually have like a brass ring, hanging above the ring.
Well, technically it's a lightsaber, but that's not.
Yeah, no. It's a lightsaber, and they painted it gold to make it look like a bracelet. And so it was a crazy match. In the beginning, Cody was injured, his leg, and so he was taking out the match for a little while. But the other guys, like especially Penta, we know Penta has a lot of experience in ladder matches, so the things that he does is like insane. Like it was crazy. And Scorpio Sky too. Like he we know he's a high flyer too, and so yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy. And so many spots and stuff like that. But in the end, Scorpio Sky won the opportunity. But if you guys see this today's Dynamite, you see what happens. So.
Exactly. We'll see what happens. He challenges Darby, but you're gonna have to find out what happened because it was crazy. It was like I don't want to say it, but just a lot of turns. You know what I mean. It was a lot of turns. There's been a lot of turns. Yeah.
There's been a lot of turns in this preview, and there was a lot of turns in Dynamite.
So, but yeah, it was a good match. Crazy
Yep.
match.
Yep. So we're gonna talk about the next match that happened.
So the next match was a tag team street fight, which I don't think it should have been called a street fight. It should have just been called an abandoned warehouse match.
That's exactly what my problem with this match. It was not in the street, so
it wasn't a street fight. I mean, okay, so the match was between Darby Allin and Sting against Brian Cage and Ricky Starks, and the match itself was crazy. The things they did was crazy, but it should have just been called something else because a street fight makes it like they fight everywhere, and they only fought in this warehouse, it was a big warehouse, and it had floors and a lot of weapons around, but it should have been called a different name. That's my only issue with this match.
My issue with this match is the name and also it's cinematic. So, I mean, I understand, but still, it's just like you said, it doesn't feel like a street fight worthy match because we see street fight matches before, like even though they don't fight outside, but they go everywhere, they fight anywhere, they do stuff like that. Like that's my thought of the street fight with this match. But it was in this warehouse. It looks like something that you could I could go take pictures of my cosplay at. So
exactly.
but yeah, that's pretty much that. There was big ring in the warehouse.
It started in the ring. There was a ring in the warehouse.
You know what it reminds me too? It reminds me of that match with Love to Dream and
exactly. I was thinking that too. It reminded me of that. It was kind of like that. That was like an hour long, pretty much. It reminded me of that match. And but it was just it was the things they did though in this match, like the crazy spots they did. It was crazy. I was like, what? But whatchamacallit? I just feel like if this was a match that took place in the actual ring, they wouldn't have been able to do the things that they did. So I'm kind of glad it kind of took place in the warehouse and they got to do the things they did because it was cool. And especially with freaking Darby, oh my god, when he jumped off from the second floor to the elbow drop on Brian Cage, I was like, oh my god. I was like, I can't. It was just crazy.
Darby Allin. That man is suicidal.
He's suicidal. Move over Sabu. He's suicidal. Darby.
No, move over Jeff Hardy. I mean, that'd be a good dream match if Jeff was to come.
Imagine.
Yeah,
I can see Jeff coming to AEW.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. We'll see. But so yeah, that was it. That was a crazy match. So in the end, Sting and part of the match, Hobbs and Hook and Powerhouse Hobbs. Hook is Taz's son, and Powerhouse Hobbs is the big guy. They came and tried to interfere in the match, but it didn't work because it ended with Sting and Ricky Starks back in the ring where it all started, and he did the Scorpion Death Drop, and Darby Allin and Sting win the match. So, crazy match. Crazy.
Yeah, crazy. But the next match is much more crazy, deadly, brutal. Yeah.
But before we get to the last match, we have to say who debuted.
Yes.
So
that moment when Big Show.
Big Show.
Well,
Paul White.
Paul White I still become Big Show no matter what.
I know, we gotta remember that.
But Paul White, I still call him Big Show.
Yeah.
When he debuted on Dynamite last week, and said that somebody else is gonna come to debut in Revoultion, and it's a what do you say? It's a legend.
He said it's someone who has a Hall of Fame worthy career, like someone who's a future Hall of Famer.
Yes.
And yeah.
So we were like thinking who from the
there was a lot of rumors. Someone said CM Punk, someone said Brock Lesnar, and all these different possibilities.
Yes.
So yeah.
So the person that debuts in AEW is none other than the former tag team, the best tag team ever of Christian Cage.
Yes.
AKA Christian for WWE.
Yes.
Who we just saw in Royal Rumble make his return.
I know. That's what I'm like, how we just saw him. Like, it's crazy how quickly he was able to sign with AEW. So I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So Christian Cage is part of AEW.
With his Evalou'S theme song. So
exactly. Yes. Exactly. So, but he comes out.
Evalou'S TNA theme song. That's technically TNA theme song.
Right. So. Exactly. So he comes out and he just pretty much signs his contract, and he doesn't say a word. He's gonna play the silent type for a few weeks, I feel like, until he finally speaks. And but he comes out, signs his contract, and yeah. So Christian Cage, let's see what he's gonna do. Well, if you watch Dynamite, you'll know what his plans are.
Yes.
It's like everything. It's like I feel like after every match, we're just like, you're gonna have to watch Dynamite.
Yep.
So,
I mean, we saw it, but everybody else know what happened.
If you haven't watched it yet, you'll see it. But welcome to AEW Christian, and let's see how long he's gonna be there for. Because, I don't know. A part of me feels like, because he's been saying that he wants to have, his the running joke is one more match, but I felt like he wanted to come back as a full-time competitor, and I don't think that WWE wanted that for some reason. I don't know if they. I don't know what the reason was.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I heard that they wanted to lock down a contract for him, but I guess Christian got a call from Tony Khan, and he automatically just jumped in right away.
Yeah, because I feel like if they did bring Christian back, if WWE did bring Christian back full time, I don't know if they would have pushed him as a main eventer. The way they pushing Edge as a main eventer, he may have went back to mid card, and I don't think he wanted that.
Yeah.
So maybe that was the reason why, because if you watch Dynamite, you'll see he's not going to be in the mid card. That's for sure. But yeah, so
I can remember, was he TNA champion?
Mm-hmm.
He was. Yeah.
He was. Mm-hmm. He was never. He was world heavyweight champion, but he was never WWE champion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just saying for TNA.
For TNA, yeah, Impact. He was TNA champion, yeah. Mm-hmm. So let's see if he's gonna add another world title to his list.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we're gonna talk about the next and the last match of the night. So the next and the main event is a Bruto exploding barbed wire death match with Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship.
Yeah.
And this match was brutal.
Literally. Okay, so the way it was set up, there was barbed wire literally around the ring. It basically took the place of the rope.
So the rules is that they literally had 30 minutes to wrestle.
Yeah.
So if none of them win, or if none of those team pin or submission by 30 minutes, that the whole ring was supposed to explode like a spectacular explosion. Like a fireworks of 12 fucking
I'm dead.
Like WrestleMania explosion when people got hurt in WrestleMania.
Like the 4th of July.
Yes.
Like the fireworks when Joe Biden became president.
Like the explosion, what happened to Jeff Hardy when he got so much fireworks on his face.
Yeah, I'm dead. But so that's the rule. And then there was barbed wires around the ring, and if they touched barbed wire, then that side of the ring would explode. So so that was basically the rules. But yeah, so during the match, they were trying to like throw each other into the barbed wire, and they were trying, they kept blocking it. But then they really did go into the barbed wire, and it really did explode. And I was like, oh my god! Every time it exploded, I was like, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Imagine we were there live.
My god! We'll keep jumping.
I may have to cover my ears throughout the whole match.
I know, the whole match you'd be like this. But so it was a crazy brutal match. And then they also had freaking boards on the corners of the ring of barbed wires. I like that.
Everything's barbed wire.
Everything's barbed wire. The bat, everything. I'm like that. But it was just a lot of brutality, a lot of blood.
And then freaking Jon Moxley, he wrapped around the one of wires on his arm, tried to clothesline Kenny Omega. And I'm like, this man, once we know him, he's crazy.
I can only imagine. I wish there was a camera in their house of Renee Young watching this match. Just so I can see her reaction.
That'd be funny. Like
I feel like she needs to do that from now on. She has a YouTube channel. She needs to upload live reactions of her watching Jon Moxley's matches in AEW. Just because it'll be hilarious just to see her reaction.
Yeah.
But this match, crazy. It was crazy. So obviously they fought, and it went past. No, actually no. They're still fighting until Kenny Omega actually did pin.
He did. Yeah, he did something. Was it interference? I feel like there was interference.
There was interference. It was the Good Brothers.
Yeah, the Good Brothers. They interfered.
Which made Kenny Omega. They caused a distraction, so Kenny Omega was able to capitalize and get the pin on Jon Moxley. But after the match, they kept fighting, like they kept attacking him, like it was something.
And they're attacking him, and they handcuffed Jon Moxley.
Yeah, handcuffed Jon Moxley, and then they left him there. Literally left him there, and the clock was still going. Like the clock, which was that's the part that confused me because when the match is over, isn't the clock supposed to stop? I think Kenny Omega made that happen. He probably said, if I win, keep the match, oh, well, obviously that's what happened because they handcuffed him. So he knew that the clock would still go.
Yeah.
So the clock was still going to go. So it went all the way to 30 minutes. And there was a countdown. It was literally a countdown.
Yeah.
Like New Year's Eve. It was like 5, 4, 3, 2. Well, oh, and before that, Eddie Kingston comes out. So this is Eddie Kingston turned face because he was trying to help Jon Moxley. And he basically was trying to get Jon Moxley out the ring, but it was, the clock was ticking. And so he basically like covered himself. He covered Jon Moxley, basically sacrificed himself before the explosion. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And all the explosions that happened was like it was just that's it.
It was like those sparkles that they don't make the boom sound. They go shh. And then it was at the end when they had, it wasn't loud, but at the very, very end, it was like a little louder of a boom, but it was still low. So it's just, I feel bad because we know it was supposed to be bigger than that. But obviously,
fucking fireworks.
Technical.
It's probably 4th of July.
I was like, that how? But like, I'm sure that they tested it, and I'm sure
Kenny. What I heard from Kenny Omega, he said that they tested it, it went well.
Yeah.
But something he said I think the reason why happened was I think technical difficulty. There was some wrong with the technician and stuff like that, so that's why it happened. So yeah. But I saw a video. I saw a video after the show ended. John Moxley said that he said something, and
he basically said that Kenny Omega was the one that like made it faulty like that. Like he planned that.
Yeah. He said that Kenny Omega's spawn is shit. Something like that.
Yeah. I like that. But yeah.
But their promo today Dynamite was hilarious.
Oh yeah. I like that. How I cannot with Kenny Omega. I can't. But I mean, you know, I can respect that he's not afraid to show his bisexual side when he said what he said. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. But this match, other than the ending, it was a crazy, brutal match, and yeah.
It was that brutal as Randy versus Captain Jack for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, what do you think was more? I think this was probably more, only because it had I mean, except for the last part, but it had explosions. It had everything was wrapped in barbed wire, like literally everything.
I don't know. It's hard because it's like
hard.
With both matches, it's like, you know, it's like.
Well, the thing about the woman Cactus Jack and Randy is that they were able to go other places because, you know, the barbed wire, they didn't have barbed wire.
They went everywhere. They went everywhere, and then
like
they used everything pretty much. But with this match, it was just like
it was in the ring.
It was in the ring. It was exploding. It was explosion stuff. You know.
Yeah. It's hard to tell. It's hard to pick which match was better. I will say that I give more credit to this match only because it's hard. It's really hard to have an entertaining match only in the ring. Like it's hard to make a match entertaining without leaving the ring. Like, you know, we always have every match, they always leave the ring and they fight outside, but they couldn't do that in this match. So it was hard. I give them credit for making it entertaining even though they couldn't leave the ring. So yeah, that's my credit. I give them credit for that because they made it fun and entertaining. So.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, so crazy. But Kenny Omega, like we said, retains, and yeah. So we'll see what happens going forward.
Yeah, let's see what happens in the future. Right? Let's see who Kenny will face for his title.
Exactly. Crazy.
Raw Revolution was really a good show.
It was good. It was a good show. It was a very strong show for sure.
Yes, it was very strong.
I would have given it an A-, but the explosion at the end brought it down to a B+.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I feel like if the explosion would have went off the way it was supposed to go off, it probably would have been an A-. Like it would have been probably the strongest pay-per-view ever. I
felt like the tag team matches were the more better. I mean, I say the street fight was good. It was crazy, but you know, we had some nitpicks about that. Mm-hmm. But the tag teams itself, like, you know, I feel like I'm not sure. The first match was the best. The tag team title match was the best.
Mm-hmm.
The latter match was definitely crazy. I think that was also an amazing match. And the last match, yeah, I mean, with that botch finish, it was so crazy, brutal, like, yeah. And then women's title matches. I mean, this is Cheetah's kind of best match, but still, you know, more work with the story. But that's hopefully that continues on in the future because we know Thunder Rosa Britt Breakers is continue on with the storyline. So
yeah,
you know, and yeah, you know.
That's really the only thing. I think with the women's division, they just need to work on the women's title storyline, like build an actual storyline with the women's title, because they already have Britt and Thunder Rosa good. I don't know what's gonna happen with Jade, and well, we know Jade is gonna compete next week. We don't know against who, but I'm hoping that they continue with Red Velvet. Like those two have a one-on-one match, because that's what they need, a one-on-one match. But
it'd be nice. I mean, I know it's gonna be a little too soon, but the reason why that I'm a little also, I mean, even though the matches were good with the title match for the women's title, but I mean, again, you know, with Nyla Rose, you know, I love her, but how many times are we gonna see her and Sheeta? You know, it's like they always put them in a match, and they never have a like storyline between them. You know, like give me a good ass storyline, but you know, but I think that even though she's still newish and still, you know, getting her groove of stuff, I think Jay would be the perfect person to face Sheeta, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because one, she's good in the mic. Two, you know, I feel like her and Sheeta would have a great story. You know, that's my opinion, but you know.
I definitely think she could be a potential number one contender for sure.
You know, and especially, you know, it's like, you know, we keep saying that, you know, we need that strong heel that will face a threat to Sheeta, but you know.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
You know, even when we say anything about Raw SmackDown, you know, they have, you know, their moments too, but you know, like I said, you know, it's like that's the thing that those three shows need. It's like a strong heel that will challenge not just only for Sheeta, but it gets the division itself. But.
Yeah, I agree. They need that one really dominant, like opposing per woman that really is gonna give them a challenge, you know.
And I feel like NXT is really down packed with that. So
yeah, now that we're gonna see, you know, Raquel in the title picture, that's definitely finally, you know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so we'll see what they have planned though, but I don't know.
So yeah, so what do you guys think about Revoultion? Like it, dislike it, you know? Yeah. So our next pay-per-view is Fastlane.
Hopefully it's good.
Yes, and then after that is Takeover tonight.
I know. Oh my god. Crazy.
Takeover tonight, Wednesday and Thursday. And then we got...
After that is WrestleMania.
Which is going to be our last Skype of the weekend.
Yes.
And then, yeah, we are united after.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes, we're going to go, guys. So, we see you in the next event. Bye.